I'm going to put them in here because I'm working under the impression that they will get along.
Things are going as planned.
Or so it appears.
But
They do like sauropods.
So we're returning to traditional paleontology.
A simpler time, when the science was digging bones out of the ground instead of bringing them to life.
I've given Ms. Halford the requirements.
We've got to increase guest count.
Of course. Oh, of course.
And then build an expedition center so we can send out teams to get new genome samples, which will give us more species diversity.
That's sensible, I guess.
This should help our park rating, which we want to increase.
One of our little buddies is not doing so good.
Ambitious.
And that should lead to greater profits.
Well, let's get you some water.
You know, there's some patterns in the universe that defy the laws of chaos by being so obvious. And the so-called bottom line...
Ground nut. And what do you guys like?
That's what caused the original park to collapse. Hubris and greed.
Your concern is...
Well, we're going to find out in a minute.
Welcome, but InGen needs to recover its losses. And this park is...
Alright, go check out our packies.
From our mistakes.
I fear that what you've learned is that, like a phoenix, InGen has risen from the ashes of disaster, which means you think you can do so again.
Go see what's wrong with our dinos. Well, while we're waiting for that to happen, let's get ourselves some wide paths. Yeah, I was hoping that I did this right. Well, that's got our guests a little happier. Alright, avian pox. Okay, time to... Well, we can't research it just yet. Yeah, I want a logistics specialist as soon as I can get one. We can do these, but I don't really see the use for them just yet. We will need this eventually. Again, can't get either of those. So what can we just start getting ahead of time? This is probably our best bet. Now, tall leaf and ground nut. And you probably don't want... Oh, you don't want forest. Okay. Now you're happy. Now you're happy with food, but you're unhappy with space. Alright, well that should keep you guys happy enough. Alright, increase the genome to 75, increase dinosaur species, make 4,000 per minute. How about we get a nice look at you? You could be our thumbnail. Yep, can't get that yet. Can we get anything in here? Yeah, we can get more stuff than you would think. Alright, cheaper, cheaper, not enough. Have to do that. So can you two do anything? Yeah, might as well. Ah, but do we have our new scientists? We do. Okay, faster, cheaper. There's a welfare specialist. There we go, logistics specialist. Miss Dare, you are officially an employee here at Jurassic Park. I'm just going to take a little sip of my drink here. Alright, we need a response facility. Where would be a good place to put a response facility? Not a response facility, we need an expedition center. So should I keep everything close over here? Or should I just put it over here? Things are looking kind of barren over here. Let's get our disgruntled people resting. And now that we can research the vaccine, or the medication, oh, we don't even have to research it, it's just done. Alright, we'll let them alone. I think what we'll do is we'll try to pick something that gets along with our packies. Ankylosaurids and stegosaurids. Well, we'll see if we have any options for those. But first, everybody here needs medicine. Okay, you guys are still happy? Improve yield? Yes. That Rex really does not like our Jeep. Okay, so we should be able to start getting these. I want both of them. I want both of them as soon as we can get them. Where are you going? Ranger Team 1? Shouldn't this be Ranger Team 2? Yeah. Oh, since we cured 5 cases of avian pox, does that mean we're going to get the, vaccination, or whatever it is? Yes, it does. Inoculation. Alright, let's see, what are our options? Do we have any options? Compies, Velociraptors, Parasaurolophus, Troododons, Struthiomimus, Triceratops. Oh, maybe we'll get some Pachy's. Pachyrhinocesaurus. I'm hoping the Pachycephalosaurus will get along with the Pachyrhinocesaurus. Well, while we're waiting, what else can we get? We're going to need a hatchery eventually. Should I build the hatchery into... I probably shouldn't. Let's build the hatchery right here. Alright, our other 2 are done resting. I can't get either of those. Well, we're not ready for these guys yet. Alright, let's go get these 2. So I would like some expedition scientists. Okay, you have an altruistic salary. So do you, but you're a generalist. 334, that's not bad. 323. Okay, you're cheaper, not cheaper to hire, but you'll be cheaper to employ. You'll be cheaper to hire. And we're going to need logistics more than anything else if we're going to be going on expeditions. Alright, so you are probably good for the time being until we can get somebody who's expedition oriented. Can we send you on an expedition? Struthiomimus, Dilophosaur, Struthiomimus. Well, the Struthiomimus are not expensive, and she can do it by herself, so we'll start there. I believe extraction is genetics, so we need somebody with some good genetic score. Alright, we got our cost upgrades. Okay, let's get improved administrations. I think you already have what we want. Yeah, we'll get you staff center cost. Cheaper, and logistics specialist. You're disgruntled, so let's get you some rest. And now feels like a good time to save. Speed things up a little bit. Now you should already have improved yield. Advanced equipment. Yeah, that will make sure all the eggs synthesize. So we're done here. Where was more Struthiomimus? I think everybody gets along with Struthiomimus. Okay, guest attraction. That might work. I have to supply some power to it, and we should check how we're doing on power too. Alright, a little more than 2/3. Nice. Alright, so you're going to get improved costs. That will make everything 10% cheaper. And I do believe that's it. At least for the time being for upgrades. What else? What else? 'Cause now that we have our logistics specialist, we can really get this stuff. I'm doing good on money. Cheaper logistics. You need some power, though. Now let's see if we can make these a little better. Okay, let's get an aquarium. And will karaoke carry us? Do you want karaoke at our food store? Or a play area for the kids? Let's go to the play area for the kids. There we go. Infotainment? No. Do a little karaoke. And fossil display. Sweets? Sweets would be 16. Fossil display would be 17, so let's get that one. Alright, so we're making 400,000 per minute. We gotta work on our dinos next. And what do we got across the pond? And you troublemakers way up there. Alright, Pachyrhinoceros, like we were talking about. Okay, I'm going to send the two of you out. Oh, the two of you can't do it. Alright, so we're not going to worry about that. Six minutes before we get our next batch. Oh, a welfare specialist. I'm probably going to want that soon. Yeah, let's see if we can get that large hotel. Logistic, cheaper. Or should we go faster? $22 or $31. That's a substantial savings. Alright, and that will give us 100%. Do we have enough? Well, since we can assign the 2 of them, we do. Alright, well, while that's going, let's set it to ×3. And what can we do here? Well, I think we're just going to do what we've been more or less consistently doing. Karaoke, donuts, aquarium. Well, this is our food, right? Let's go karaoke. That's not enough. Photo booth would be enough. Ice cream. Yeah, let's go in an ice cream parlor. That should keep everybody happy. Aquarium. Ooh, is infotainment enough? Alright, I guess we're going with a photo booth. Okay, who is disgruntled? Who needs some rest? Yeah, let's work our way towards the best paths. Let's do you real quick, and then we'll start working on our Struthiomimus. Alright, let's synthesize a dinosaur. We already have the advanced equipment. So let's modify the genome. Can we make them less thirsty? No. We haven't really been doing the genome upgrades, have we? Let's see if we can do thirsty real quick. Is it the goat? Yeah. Not enough genetics. Well, let's do this. Cheaper, logistics, faster. And then we'll let them get some rest. I would rather not synthesize thirsty Struthiomimus, but we're going to need a minimum of 3. Well, maybe we'll just select eggs that aren't thirsty. So, like, you 2 are good. Oh, only you're thirsty, huh? Okay, Okay, 5 Struthiomimus. Should we? It's only skittish. Alright, I hope you guys get along with the packies. Let's go back down to normal speed now. Alright, they are ready for release.
En route to collect the asset.
We need to acquire more land.
Oh, that sounds all kinds of concerning.
We're outgrowing our current facility size. Success breeds expansion.
Yeah, I gotta caution against biting off more than you can chew, which isn't a problem for the dinosaurs, but is a recurring issue for humanity.
I think it'll be all right, Dr. Malcolm. The state of California has approved the permits. They're as excited by Jurassic Park San Diego's success as we are.
There are a few requirements.
Yes, as one would expect, and I'm one who would expect.
We'll need to purchase the land, but then we should be good to go.
Good to go? Where? You know, that's always been one of the issues with this type of paleontology, hasn't it? Not where we are, but where we're headed. Because that's where you find chaos, waiting, patiently.
I don't imagine Chaos would be very patient. But that's our next goal. Who needs rest? A lot of people need, well, I wouldn't say a lot of people need rest. 2 people need rest. Okay. Ooh, faster extraction? Faster expeditions. Let's grab them both. Okay, you're not doing anything right now. Well, we'll give you a genetics point, sort of make you, like, well-rounded. We'll wait for... well, maybe we don't have to. Let's see what it costs to expand. 5. It's expensive. So yeah, we'll wait for our other researchers to be finished. And that's not as expensive. We just don't have the logistics for it. I think we're going to go for another predator. Now, Troododons are jerks. Dilophosaur are also jerks. Oh yeah, I like these guys. So, faster expeditions. We can only send 2, so it's going to have to be cheaper research. Oh, no, we can't. We can send more than 2. Alright, have fun. Bring us back lots of fossils. So what we'll do is we'll set up a level 5 enclosure over here for them.
Asset transportation complete.
And then maybe what I'll do is I'll tranquilize the Rexes. And then we'll upgrade their fencing as well. That's not too close, is it?
Asset delivery confirmed.
Do we have our maxed out paths yet?
Set.
There we go. Everybody is happy now. Lots of good space for traveling. Cost us a lot of money, though.
Asset has been transported. Transit has commenced.
Okay, our Struthiomimus needs some ground leaf, but otherwise they're doing all right. What are we looking like as far as fossils go? Can we take another trip?
Asset transported. Asset transportation in progress.
Alright, almost everybody is done resting. Let's do some expansion. Well, you know what? Let's do the fences first. Faster, cheaper logistics. Oh, we need more restroom coverage. Okay. And there's our large hotel. Put it about there. Oh, maybe I should have...
Commencing asset transit.
You know what? I think I might do that. Let's give that a second to finish building, and then we'll move it.
Asset delivered.
Uh-oh. Alright, storm coming. So first things first, open all the shelters. Should I close the park? Probably. Alright, the power's out. The dinos are sick. Well, it's probably whatever that sickness is they get from the sandstorms. Okay. Well, we can't do any extraction until the storm is over. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Storm defenses. A little late. Okay, let's get this. Oh, can't get it because our science center is not in operation. Alright, we're just gonna have to hunker down, wait for the storm to finish. Alright. Let's resupply here. Okay, it does not look like there's much damage. let's open the park back up. Let's close all the shelters. Or open all shelters? Close all shelters? I guess since I closed the park, they didn't open the shelters up. Alright, you check out the Rex. And check out our Struthiomimus. Otherwise, I think we're good. Alright, so I'm going to move this back a little bit. Because I want to put a restroom more or less in front of it. Oh, he's got surface wounds. So that's just let him relax for a little bit and it'll get better. Okay, how are we doing on power? Doing okay. Yeah, you're not done yet. Gotta medicate the dinosaurs. Now, I think once we get that constructed, we will demolish this one. Might have to move that. Yeah, we spent a lot of money. We didn't do that yet. Research, expand the park boundary. Yeah, we're gonna want our cheaper researchers for sure. Oh, it's just the two, huh? Alright, we're done down here. Alright, let's do as much as we can in one go. Oh yeah, you could probably do it by yourself, more or less. Do you need any points? Yeah, you can practically do it by yourself. But we're not going to make you do all the work by yourself. You can help. It's not that much of a difference. Okay. What do you get along with? I think there's some big predators you get along with. Oh, this opened back up. Well, not that it opened back up. Oh, it's too expensive. Alright, let's not waste our money. Let's hold back a little bit. No. Let's undo that.
species count is a measure of how the park is doing, and how you are doing. We're making solid progress, but we still need more dinosaurs. One way we can get there is by increasing a dinosaur's genome percentage. See that our scientists are focused on making it happen. Don't forget to check in with the Expedition Center. It should be a beehive of activity, and there's always opportunity to be found. Of course, we want everyone to come visit the dinosaurs, but we also want to track specific guest types that can affect our ratings. Remember to stay focused on our park rating for continued success.
Well, we're doing okay so far. We need 2 more dinosaur species. Well, we got our Majungasaurus. You know, the ones whose names I can't pronounce. I'll let you alone. Majungasaur. They're also thirsty boys. They're also antisocial. Let's see if we can do something about that. No, we don't have enough genetics. Yeah, I shouldn't be synthesizing them until I have a complete genome. You know what else I should be doing? I should be saving. Okay, I am seriously considering... Uh-oh, where'd we lose power? There's no way... Okay, that is not reaching over there, I think is the problem. Alright, Majungasaurus. So we'll get 5 eggs. We'll need a minimum population of 1. Well, you know what? Let's just give it a shot. Let's see what we get. They want more restroom coverage. So, let's start working on this next. can probably just move this. Put it like here-ish? Now these Majungasaurus should bring in some adventure guests. Alright. Aggressive and antisocial, we don't want that. Antisocial, humble, and fit. Yeah, well, let's do the two of them. Oh, that's a lot of money. Man, I hope they're worth it. Let's speed things up. Once we get a little bit more money, I'll look into getting some more small predators. And then maybe the Majungasaurus can have some friends. Alright, fingers crossed. They're going to definitely need water. It's not a very big enclosure, so it's probably good not to have too many in there. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to adjust to get the fence in. Well, let's do that like ASAP.
Assets in the air.
All right. Let's get at least one carnivore feeder in there. And just drop a little bit of water. Maybe like towards the back. Okay, we're actually making money pretty quickly.
Asset in transit.
Let's see, small herbivores, carnivores. Well, no more with them. What about our armored boys? Genetics is still the issue. no more dinosaurs for the time being. Let's get that out of the way. Cheaper, cheaper. Faster isn't going to cut it. Oh, that will do. Is that the only formation with them? It looks like it. Alright, that is practically ideal, actually.
Transportation complete.
Okay, we got the one. He's missing prey. But that will change as your territory expands. You want some rocks. Put a couple of big rocks. Throw a rock at him. There's a big rock.
Asset has been transported.
Alright, we're gonna try something ridiculous. Let's pause it real fast. We're gonna send you to tranquilize our T-Rexes. And then we're going to open the bunkers. Or open all the shelters. Do we have enough money for a large hotel? Alright, I'm hoping that's enough. If not, we'll adjust. Perfect. But that's it. We have no more power. Well, we're going to get a little bit more power if what I'm doing is going to work. There are no copies up here, so... Now this actually takes a good chunk of time. Like that one looks like it's making a run for it.